Happy New Year! It's New Year's Eve, it's December 31st. It's time to wrap up my year of reading here on Drew's Book Reviews. It has been a fantastic year of reading. A lot of awesome things happened this year, so let's talk about it. So stay tuned, that's coming right up here on Drew's Book Reviews. Alright, so yeah, it has been a great year of reading here on the channel. A lot of fun stuff has happened this year. I'm looking forward to talking about it, but of course, as always, don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. And of course, follow me on my Bookstagram, which will be linked below. You could also join me over on the Discord, which will be linked below. So a lot of fun stuff happened this year, and it's been a wonderful year of reading. And before we get into some of my key favorite moments of the year, let's talk a little bit about what my goals were for the year. So I had set a goal to read 75 books this year. Now, I didn't quite make it. I made it to 70 books this year, but I do believe it's still an achievable goal. So we're going to try that again for next year. But yeah, I didn't quite make my goal of 75 books this year, but hey, you know what? That's okay because I did accomplish some of my other goals for the year. Some of my other goals for this year was essentially I wanted to make sure that I was reading one nonfiction book per month, which I did accomplish, and I had some fantastic nonfiction reads, most notably my Brian Greene reads, and yes, my favorites are like Fabric of the Cosmos, The Hidden Reality, and Until the End of Time. What can I say? I absolutely love that kind of stuff. I'm a sucker for it. I love the cosmology and quantum physics, but definitely that is not the only books that I enjoyed this year. I also enjoyed Live Wired by David Eagleman, so kind of getting into some neuroscience, and I look forward to further expanding my nonfiction reads. It's something I'm probably going to stick with next year, doing one nonfiction per month, because it's just fun, it's entertaining. I love learning about all kinds of new concepts and ideas and getting a better, more fundamental understanding of our universe and how it works. That is absolutely something that I've come to enjoy quite a bit. So that is something that I hope to continue in the new year, and I certainly accomplished that goal this year of getting through one nonfiction book each and every month, and I think that's just a fantastic thing to set for myself because I love to learn. I absolutely love learning all kinds of new and awesome and amazing stuff, and definitely it's something that I've come to enjoy quite a bit. One of the other goals that I'd set for this year is to read one Discworld book per month, which I think I've accomplished this year as well. Definitely Discworld is becoming one of my favorite fantasy series. It's more of absurdism than anything else. Definitely one of my top favorite fantasy series out there today, and Discworld is just phenomenal. So many funny moments in Discworld, so many just crazy things happening with Discworld. Masquerade being the most recent one that I read, making fun of Phantom of the Opera, but there's just all kinds of fun, entertaining stuff. Soul Music was another one of mine. Of course, that's a death book because it's the soul and the music's killing us, and it's rock and roll and just all kinds of crazy stuff. I really enjoyed Soul Music as well as a variety of other Discworld books this year. And it's just been so much fun reading the Discworld. And it's something I'm going to continue to do into 2022 as well, because Discworld is just so highly entertaining and so hilarious. It's definitely worth reading Discworld. And I know I'm certainly enjoying Discworld books, and I'm sure that you will enjoy Discworld books as well. If you haven't got into it, definitely do so. I'm personally reading them in publication order, but many people feel that there's better orders to read them in, but that's just how I'm doing it, and I'm certainly enjoying doing it that way as well. So I accomplished 2 out of 3 of my goals, so I suppose that's not bad, right? So let's take a look at my Goodreads stats for the year. So based on Goodreads, I read a total of 33,008 pages across 70 different books this year, which that's just awesome. I mean, I love just looking at it. 33,000 pages sounds like a lot, and you know what? For me, I guess that's pretty normal, but I guess for some other people that can certainly seem like a lot, but it's just kind of cool to see those stats and what they're saying about you and what you read. So 33,008 pages across 70 different books this year. My average book length was 471 pages, with my most popular read of the year, or rather the book that I read that is most popular on Goodreads, was The Martian by Andy Weir. This one had over 1.5 million other readers this year, which is just huge. And Martian's a really great book too. I highly recommend it if you haven't read it. Definitely check out The Martian. Fantastic book. The least popular book I read this year was When the Crown Gambles. So this is the least popular of all the books that I've read on based on Goodreads popularity and ratings, this is the least popular or the least read of the books that I have read this year on Goodreads. However, interestingly enough, When the Crown Gambles also happens to be the highest rated book on Goodreads that I've personally read this year, even rated even higher than The Martian. But you know what? They're both great books, so if you haven't checked any of them out, definitely do so, because they're both fantastic books when all said and done. And then in terms of overall channel growth, I've added 251 subscribers to my channel base this year, which is just fantastic. That more than doubles the total number of subscribers I had at the beginning of the year. I love seeing that growth, and it's just really, really good to see. So that is just awesome to see that channel growth, and it's just great that so many people have loved my content enough to want to subscribe to it and to follow me. So thank you so much for that. I really super appreciate it, because I have so much fun with this channel. I love talking about these books, I love talking about what I'm reading, and I love sharing my thoughts on these books with all of you. So thank you to each and every one of you that has subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. You make a world of difference on everything here, so thank you so much for that. So let's talk a little bit about some of my favorite moments from this year on Drew's book reviews. So of course this year has been the year of the Poe, and I have read many Edgar Allan Poe stories this year. Even have a top 10 Poe reads of the year. That has been a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed kind of getting to know Edgar Allan Poe's writing throughout the year and getting a newfound appreciation for everything that Poe offers, and the context and the subtleties of some of his stories, the horror, the comedy. I mean, this guy has a morbid sense of humor, and definitely gallows humor, but it's hilarious some of the stuff that he's written, and I've really found a new appreciation for Edgar Allan Poe and what he has done with his literary works. And even people like H.P. Lovecraft have been inspired by Poe, and I really have enjoyed reading his stories, everything from The Pit and the Pendulum to The Raven, of course, and The Telltale Heart being classic, but also things like Loss of Breath and a few other stories that I'd never heard of before, never had the opportunity to read. I've just got a newfound appreciation for Edgar Allan Poe and his writing, and it just really has been a great time reading through Edgar Allan Poe's collected works this year. Definitely, I would say that has been one of the highlights of the year for me here on the channel. Is you saw my top 10 reads of the year, you know that Edgar Allan Poe definitely made the top 10 reads of the year for me, and it's just fantastic. Love getting to know more Poe. Some of the other highlights of the year for me is I got to spend some time with my buddy Epic Tales. This guy is awesome. If you haven't subscribed to Epic Tales, you got to make sure that you do so. Epic Tales is just an amazingly awesome guy. He is fantastic. He is just an amazing bug. The guy's got talent. He does these really awesome animations on his channel. He really has a fantastic narrative voice behind the animations that he does with his channel. He puts so much effort and energy into his work, and he has got that creative mindset, and I love his videos and I love his channel. He really is a fun guy too. You know, we got a chance to hang out here in Victoria for a little bit. You know, we went down to the beach, we did a video together. I'll link that down below so that you can check that out as well. And just that opportunity to kind of meet and hang out with Epic Tales was a pretty awesome thing to do this year. And I have to say, it's honestly one of the highlights of the year for me. It was just fantastic meeting you, Epic, and I'm glad that you could drop by, and I hope that we could get together again at some point in the future as well, because that was a lot of fun, and I hope to do that again with you, because that was a lot of fun, and definitely I could say that was a highlight of the year for me for sure. And you know, I look forward to further collaborations at some point. You know, I've also had the opportunity to do some fun live streams with some other content creators, such as my Foundation live stream with Bookish Chas. That was a lot of fun. We're both fans of Isaac Asimov's Foundation works, the series I do plan on rereading at some point as well. And we had a good discussion about the TV show, and hoping to kind of do another live stream surrounding that, possibly a catch-all or another Foundation stream in the new year, hopefully. Still kind of got to work out those details, but also I had the opportunity to get together and discuss Wheel of Time with some other content creators as well, such as Jason Cross Reads Books, Nikos Book Reviews, and Andrew's Wizardly Reads. And now, of course, Wheel of Time did not quite turn out the way that we all would have liked it, based on what we've seen so far. It's definitely not what we would have wanted to see from the show in many respects. It's certainly very different from the books, so it does have a lot of people upset, but you know what, it was good to get together and just have that conversation and have that live stream and just kind of talk about the show, and that was a lot of fun as well, and I really enjoyed that. Some of the other highlights for the year that I found that I really enjoyed were things like my birthday giveaway. That was a lot of fun back in May, and I'm really happy I got to do that, and I am considering doing something like that again, but I haven't decided yet if that's what I want to do or I will do that. It's kind of a remains to be seen. We'll see how it goes, but I had a lot of fun with the birthday giveaway live stream that I did back in May. So again, I'll try to link that down below as well. And just all around, it has been a fantastic year here on the channel. I've had a lot of fun. There's been some great moments, and you know, just kind of thinking back on channel, some of my favorite moments and favorite things. You know, as much as I love science fiction, as much as I love fantasy, I do find that I actually enjoy making these non-fiction book reviews more than any other type of book review on the channel. I really enjoy getting into that, especially when I'm reviewing books by Brian Greene with things like Until the End of Time or The Hidden Reality or The Fabric of the Cosmos. I love kind of talking about those types of subjects. I love reviewing books. The non-fiction book reviews really have been some of my favorite book reviews to do on the channel, and I'm sure that will continue to be the case as we move into 2022, which I'm really looking forward to as well. And you know, just overall, I have to say it has been a fantastic year here on Drew's Book Reviews. I have really enjoyed the content I've put out. I've enjoyed working with other booktubers and having good conversations with them, and I hope to continue that into the new year as well. It has been a great year of reading for me. I've had some really good books that I've read this year, and I hope that you have too. And so, you know, there you have it. There were just some of my thoughts and feelings on 2021 here on the channel. And you know, tell me down below, what are some of your favorite reading moments of 2021? What are some your favorite books that you've read, maybe, or some highlights from your year? You know, I'd love to hear from you down in the comments below, or you could join me over on the Discord as well. I'm happy to have you over there, and we could have a good chat and conversation about that as well. And there's just lots that we can go over and talk about, and you know, just chat, tell me about it. And you can follow me on Bookstagram as well. I'd love to have you over there. And of course, as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, Happy New Year and keep on reading. Bye!